Hello, everyone. And so we're going to keep doing these kind of crazy once in a lifetime type of dinners, pulling together some really great people. That's what I love about doing the dinners, the quality of the people that we have coming out. We have guests flying out from Texas and Arizona and Vegas, and people that used to live in here in LA, or people that JAR has been our venue, and Suzanne Track has run JAR for over 20 years. It's a total institution. Whether you go to our dinners or just looking for a great restaurant in Los Angeles, I'm going to highly recommend you consider or even remember JAR Restaurant, because all the noise about the top new spots opening up, sometimes you forget about the classics, and she does things so well. And she's such a fantastic person. Her staff has been there forever, and they treat everybody like friends, and it's just a really comfortable place to go, and they do a great job for us with our dinners. Check out this menu. It's 5 courses, and it's so accommodative for what we're doing. We're not going to even change the menu from the last couple of events because it works out so well. We go from duck to lamb to New York strip, fantastic plate of cheese and a great little dessert. And of course, we can accommodate all dietary restrictions at our events. Just need a little notice, that's all. So for this dinner, we love to show off some great wines, different vintages, and we taste them all blind. We're going to start off with some whites, going from Marciano Massaglia. This is a fantastic Bordeaux style blend from Napa Valley, which I think is really, the white wines of Napa Valley are really kind of the up and comers in the wine world right now. Probably the most collected wine in Napa Valley is the Screaming Eagle Sauvignon Blanc, because no one's ever seen one. But that's an extreme example. But there's guys like the winemaking team at Marciano, winemaker there, worked for both Domaine Romanée-Conti and Chateau Petrus and Screaming Eagle. So he's probably got one of the best resumes in the entire world of wine. And the facility that the Marcianos afforded him is nothing short of spectacular. And the wines that are resulting are really magical. There's some great history there. I really do love the brand. O'Shaughnessy, they've got no excuses. Their vineyards are tremendous, and they've got one of the best guys in the winemaking world making their wines. And this is a little Sauvignon Blanc called Children's Garden that they make. And notice the vintages. We've got a little bit of back vintages on those. Those are cool. I love white wine, and especially aged in this style. And there's a new brand I'm going to introduce you to called Plinth. And I'll go into slideshow mode so it looks better. But Plinth is, this is Philippe Melka, working with a really cool set of vineyards and ownership to make something very cool. This is one of my favorite wines on my website right now. And so those are the 3 whites that we're going to start off with. Then we're going to move through 18 top Cabernets, and we taste these all 3 at a time. We taste them blind, and I tell the story of the wines when we unveil them, because what the goal is during the dinner is you taste 3 at a time and you pick your favorite in the flight. And it's that sense of discovery that is so much fun and creates a lot of communication. People cheer and root and scream at the top of their lungs. They're so excited they guess the right wine, or they pick something that's they love, like Scarecrow. It's such a great story. And I'm going to save it for when you come to my dinner, but there's just such an amazing pedigree of excellence here. Arkenstone, and another great story. Sam Kaplan, winemaker. This wine just tears it up. Howe Mountain, 98 points, just incredible stuff. Of course, the wines from Colgan. We've got a brand new vintage of Jubilation being poured this night. Praser, this is a new wine from Philippe Melka, and it will be showcased at this dinner. Sometimes we sneak in a couple of older legends like Maya. This is like what created the cult wine category. And we're going to be tasting it in the lineup. See if you find it, see if you love it. We're going to do a blind wine. We actually start with a blind wine in our first flight, just to kind of get people to think a little bit about about the wine and have some discussion. I have no idea what it's going to be yet, but we always throw in something fun. 100 acre, 100 point bombers left and right from 100 acre. This will be no exception. This is going to be the Arc Vineyard 2018 institution. I think that's institution. I have to look at that back label. I might be wrong about that one. Let's see. But I've got some incredible wines that even when I open them up, I get to taste them sometimes for the first time, because these are big scoring wines that they make very little of. And this one's Russell Bevan. I think it's 98, 99 points, just a beast. We're going to see Jay Bookwalter come in from Washington with his 96 wine called Volume 10. And it's on a 1 to 10 scale. It's an 11. So it's a super, super wine to try. And we're going to just see how Washington fits into this tasting lineup. 100 point insignia almost needs no introduction. Here's Jurisdiction, another Philippe Melka wine. The Kiever property, represented by Celia Welsh in winemaking. She's the winemaker for Scarecrow. So a couple different accents from her. And this is a 16 vintage. It's going to be a really beautiful. She nailed it. Maroon, another Philippe Melka wine, 2018 reserve. This wine won its flight in the last competition that we had. Kind of a sleeper. People don't know about this wine, and it's delicious. It's Coombsville. It's kind of hard not to love this wine. Ammonius, this is from Maybach, Thomas Rivers Brown, winemaker. These wines are so hard to get, and 98 points. I don't know what the difference is between 98 and 99. Robert Parker says it's a matter of what he ate for breakfast. So just a point or two away from perfection. Really stellar wine. And this wine, just with time, is continuing to unwind. A wine that my friend Aaron Pott makes called the Ravens. This is Peerless, a vineyard up in the hills, and they play around a little bit with some terracotta with this wine. So this is an exciting brand to watch, and we'll talk about that. Pot Smoke, 2020, Aaron decided to embrace the smoke and made something from his vineyard, and it is gorgeous wine. And by the way, he left it out of the wood barrel and just used clay, amphor. So it's pretty damn cool. And it's a drinker, and we'll have that at the dinner as well. And a little wine called Summit Lake, which is another Howell Mountain darling. And this wine kind of came out of left field into our world, and we love it. It's going to be, it's basically a teeny little producer, and we saw it for the first time at our Stars of Cabernet last year. Loved the wine. It's been knocking some people out, and again, it won its flight at the last dinner party that we did. So that's kind of an overview of what we've got going on for our dinner on April 6th. It's called the Cabernet Dinner. $4.95 includes tax and tip, and you get all that and a great dinner. We've got 20 seats available, and I think about half of them have sold already. So if you're interested in tasting of that caliber, please join us. But look at the Learn About Wine calendar. Not everything we do is super high-end like that. We do some amazing stuff. I like to think we're always creating great value. The content's of high value. The wines are excellent. The people are amazing. The locations are cool. We try to put it all together. So join us at learnaboutwine.com. If you're not on our newsletter, please join the newsletter. And thank you for following me on Facebook and anywhere else. Have a good day.